I'm Calvin Battles, again here from the Jackson District Library. We are here to talk about tax foreclosures. We have three guests today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and who they're representing.
Thank you. My name is Tammy Farnham. I am with Community Action Agency.
Hi there, Karen Kaufman. I am the Jackson County Treasurer.
Hi, I'm Michael Derby. I'm the managing attorney at Legal Services of South Central Michigan here in Jackson.
How do I know if I am on the foreclosure list?
You receive notification from our office. If you are a renter, you may not know because it may not be part of your agreement with your landlord that you're responsible for the property taxes. So we send out at least 12 notices throughout the collection process. Over multiple years, there's certified mail where you have to sign. There's the personal service visit that we make to the property. So there's many ways that you would receive notification every December. Also by law, we have to do what's called a publication in the Citizen Patriot to provide notification that this particular property has delinquent taxes due. In that publication, we list anybody that's attached to the property. So it could even be a previous owner. We're trying to make sure we let everybody know that has an interest in that property that there are taxes due. And if they don't take action, it could end up being foreclosed on.
So if I'm on the list, you mentioned earlier an extension, is there any other things that you guys do to help people work through this process?
When people reach out to us, we'll determine whether they qualify for the extension and if that's the best recourse for them. If not, we connect people to resources. We work with Community Action Agency. We tell people to reach out to the religious institutions. We work with United Way, St. Vincent de Paul, the Michigan Housing Development Authority had a program called Step Forward Michigan. Sadly, it's going to be winding down June of 2021. That was another resource we would connect people with. 211 United Way is also a good resource. Department of Health and Human Services. We've had Henry Ford Allegiance work with people to help pay taxes. So there's lots of different resources. We try to see if it fits for that person in that situation. I'm going to turn it over to Tammy because Community Action Agency is a resource that we have in Jackson County.
So we at Community Action Agency try to help clients who are facing foreclosure. We are contracted with the city of Jackson. They have a list of residents who are behind in their 2018 or prior taxes. So we are reaching out to those homeowners to have them come in here so we can see if they're eligible for the city's program. They do have to be 80% or below the median income. They have to live in the city, and the house does have to be 100% principal residence. So it can't be a duplex or a rental. It has to be their own home. They have to live there, and it has to be 100% principal residence. The deed does have to be in their name as well for them to be eligible. They also have some assistance with mortgages. So what we do at CAA is we do try to see what program is out there that can help. Is it DHHS? They have SER funds. The churches are a big help. We also have some CARES funding that can maybe help some residents. If they can get partial payment from DHHS, maybe we can pay the other part. We also sit with the client and look at what options are there. Are they paying their utilities? And maybe that's money that could go towards their property taxes. Have they filed their income tax return? They may get some money back. So we just look at what options are available to them. Is there ways that we can help them reduce their debt? If it's not 2018, but they're behind, but they're 2019, we have a little bit more time that we can maybe work out a payment arrangement with the county treasurer's office and find room in that budget to pay those taxes and bring them current. There is a credit union that has a fund that can help clients who are behind in their property taxes. They do have to come in here and there are restrictions. Their first step has to be Community Action Agency. They can't just go to the credit union and apply, and then we will see if they're eligible for the program. What fits the client, what's best, and are there ways that we can get some more revenue coming into that household, finding room in that budget to pay the property taxes.
I provide the list of those potential people that are in danger of foreclosures. We have an excellent partnership and it's vital that we work together. They have the most current information of those that are in the most danger of the foreclosure. They're getting it from our office. We're working directly with them. There's an open channel of communication, which is very important. One more thing, if you're a homeowner and you own the property, you are entitled to a reduction in your taxes. Now they have to live in the home and they have to own the home. What the principal residence exemption does is it reduces the amount of school operating taxes that taxpayer has to pay. People may not know that when they come into possession of a property. We ask people, do you have a principal residence exemption on this property, because if they're getting a reduction of that original property tax bill, that's more money that they're keeping and able to pay their bills. The principal residence exemption, I think, is the single most important thing that no one knows anything about. The state legislature targets specifically that the local units of government must work with their taxpayers on principal residence exemption, which is where the process needs to start. Because if they're paying less in taxes, they can hopefully pay their bills, and it doesn't come to our office where we are in crisis mode doing the collection, and then you have to worry about foreclosure. But you file it with the local unit of government, and they don't bill you that portion on your property tax bill.
Related to that, this is for lower income households, your local government unit, the ones that actually bill you that first time before they go to the county. Each municipality has a waiver program for lower income individuals. The state law allows them a little bit of leeway on how they implement this, but it's required by state law that every municipality have one of these waiver programs. And basically, a household who thinks they might qualify based on their income, based on sometimes veteran status, they can apply with the township for a reduction in their taxes based on their household income. If they want to get that reduction, they have to do that every year because it's tax year by tax year. It's not like other things where you just opt in once and it's supposed to be there forever, which is how that principal residence exemption works. In theory, when you apply for that, you should just have it. This special waiver is intended to be an exception to the rule. It's allowing a household to reduce their tax burden based on financial hardship. That's something else that people do not know exists. That gets to this idea of attacking the problem before it snowballs. So for people who are not yet behind but are having trouble, there are a few things they could try to do to reduce the taxes ahead of time so that they don't get behind in the end.